Good morning, student. Today, unit number 5th, motor development. Children and sports. The first point, the first topic is the motor development. पहले ही मैंने पढ़ा था, लेकिन एक बार फिर मैं इसको क्लियर कर लेता हूँ. Motor development. Before we start the discuss on the term motor development, let us start with the basics understanding about it is word motors. Here refer to the movement of human body, whereas the word development refer to the growth and changes that other as like process. Such as changes may result to age or experience. We can say that the motor development refers to the development of a child bone, muscles and abilities to move around bones, muscles and ability to move around and manipulated her of his environment. Motor development refer to the changes in motor behavior over the lifespan and the process which underlie these changes. What is the motor development? The lesson of human motor development is the study of the changes in human motor behavior over lifespan, the process that underline these changes and the factor of that affect them. Lifespan approach. Motor development is the continuous changes in motor behavior throughout the life cycles brought about by interactions among the requirements of the movement, task the biology of the individuals and the conditions of the environment. Understanding motor development. Okay, this is the motor development, the topic of the motor development. There are the four types of the domain. Cognitive domain. It is a consult with the, what is the cognitive domains? Cognitive domains, it is a consult with the intellectual development of a child, which can take the example of class 4 boys who is sitting in the classroom. We can examine his cognitive aspect by asking histories, question for remembering math questions for the analytical abilities, science questions for applications, etc. This is the cognitive domain. Number 2 is the affective domains. Affective domains, it is primarily concerned with emotional and social aspect of a child. We can understand this domain by asking questions like how to child feel while interacting with her and his classmates and teachers, and etc. This is the affective domain. Cognitive domains, there are the four types of domain. Affective domains. Number 3 is the psychomotor domains. In the psychomotor domains, in a psychomotor domains, it is a consult with the body movements and factor the affect movements. We can examine the child psychomotor domain by examining her handwritings, movement or running, throw, catching, jumping and etc. Once again, psychomotor development, we can examine the child's psychomotor domain by examining his handwritings, movement of runnings, throwing, catching and jumping. इस तरह से हम लोग जो है साइकोमोटर डोमेन को देखते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज द 4 इज द फिजिकल डोमेन्स. व्हाट इज फिजिकल डोमेन? इट इज द कंसर्न with body changes take place during the lifespan. Physical domain, it is a concern with body changes take place during the lifespan. We can examine physical domain by testing fitness, height and weight and fat. An example which can demonstrate all 4 domain of motor development is man crossing the road. He must have knowledge of the road safety rules, be fit enough to cross the road, have movements that are well coordinated and a positive attitude toward observing the rule of the road. Motor development should be organized and systematic to learn to throw a ball. The process will be to first hold the ball, release the ball, next drop the ball, bounce the ball, roll the ball and finally throw the ball with both hands. With one hand and lateral overarms or underarms throw. Motor development can be assessed by the product or process. In running a race, time is the product and running is the process. In shot put distance is a product and putting the shot is the process. We can classify motor movement under the following head. Muscular aspect. Number 2, environmental aspect, functional aspect and temporal aspects. Muscular aspect, gross motor skills, number 1. Number 2, fine motor skills. Muscular stress में आएगा बेटा aspect में. 2 types of gross motor development and fine motor development. Gross motor skills development and fine motor skills development. Number 2, muscular and environmental aspect. 1, motor skills development, close motor skills development. Number 3, functional aspect. Functional aspect, stability skill, locomotor skills and manipulative skills. Number 4 is the temporal aspect. Temporal aspect number 4 में point is the discrete motor skills, serial motor skills and continuous motor skills. Next is the gross and fine motor skills. Gross and fine motor development. One of the basic of muscular development, motor development can be divided into 2 major areas: gross motor skills and fine motor skills. Gross motor skills include activities that involve moving motor areas of the body. Activities like running, jumping, climbing, throwing, standing and sitting are example of gross motor skills. Number 2, fine motor skills. Fine motor skills require more precise and involve hand and eye coordinations. Fine motor skills. These skills, which seem simple to adult, require concentrations for children to develop them. A snooker shot is an example of fine motor skills. Extensions activities according to the fine motor and skill motors. Working in pairs, list of following activities into gross and fine motor skills. Number 1, climbing up and down, over, under and through things. Number 2, complete safe puzzles. Number 3, cutting safe with scissors. Number 4, dumpings and filling buckets. Number 5, jumpings. Number 6, making shape with the play dough. Runnings, skatings, skating blocks, stringing bats and throwing and catchings. Open and close motor skills. Open and close motor skills. Sports skill can be classified according to how much they are affecting by the sporting environment. Environmental stimuli includes other people's, for example, a netballer reaching to their wand and the other team players, other people's, terrain and surface. For example, a cross-country runner running on muddy and dry grounds. Weather, for example, the venue and crowd. Performance need to have a good perceptions of these stimuli to adapt their skill to best suit the environment. These skills may be divided into open and closed skills. Open skills. On an open motor skills is a skills performed in an unstable environment where the start point is determined by the environment. Team-based sports such as the netball, football and hockey involve open skills. There are the environmental. Environmental is continually changing and so movement have a continually adapted. These are open skill. Once again, open skill. An open motor skill is a skill performed in the unstable environment where the start point is determined by the movements. These motor sports such as the netball, football and hockey involve some skills where environment is a continually changing and show movement have to be continuously adapted. Closed skills. In a closed skills, a skill motor skill is a closed motor skill is a skill which is performed in a stationary environment where our performer chooses when to start the skills. These skills take place in a stable and non-stable team-based, predictable environment, and the performers knows what to do and when. For example, a free throw in the basketball and serving a squash of tennis. Okay, this is number 2. Number is a stability locomotors and manipulative skills. In these skills, the fundamental movement skill provide a fundamentals for many physical activities including playground, outdoor, recreations and sports. Having these skills is an essential part of enjoyable participations and the lifelong interest in a active lifestyles. Fundamentals movement skill includes stability, locomotive and manipulative or object control and skills. Stability skills. Stability skills involve the body balancing either in one place and statics or with and motions dynamic. Stability skills in a resource include landing, balance, static and dynamic and rotations. Number 2, locomotor skills. In these skills involve the body moving in the direct from one point in another. Locomotor skills include walking, running, jogging, hopping, skiing and dodging. Number 3 is the manipulative skills. In manipulative skills involve handling and controls objective with the hand, the foot or an implement. Manipulative skills in a resource include throwing and catching, striking with the hand, fit and an implement like that the kicking, volleying, batting and dribbling. Number next, discrete serious and continuous motor skills. The temporal aspect refer to the organizations on the motor skills in times. Discrete skills. Discrete skills are brief, well-defined action that have the clear beginning and end. They are single specific skills which make up the action involved in the varieties of sports such as the hitting and throwing. For example, a penalty flick in hockey. Number 2, serious skills. And serious skills are a group of discrete skills strung together to make a new and complex movement. For example, the sequence of skill of the triple jump. Serious skills. In continuous skills. Continuous skills have no obvious beginning or end. The end of one cycle of movement is the beginning of a next, and the skill is repeated like a cycle. These skills could be stopped at any moment during the performance of the skills. For example, swimming, running and cycling. These are three types of the skills. Okay. Discrete, continuous and serial. The topic is related to the motor development and skills are complete, but the next topic once again the factor affecting in motor development. Factor that affect motor development, there are the 8 types. In 8 types factor affecting, the 8 types of factor affecting: biological factor affecting, environmental factor affecting, nutrition factor affecting, physical activity factor affecting, opportunity factor affecting, sensory impairment factor affecting, and postural deformities factor affecting and obesity. उसके अलावा भी और चीजें हैं फैक्टर अफेक्टिंग डेवलपमेंट: लर्निंग्स, जेनेटिक फैक्टर्स, अनहेल्थी लाइफस्टाइल ऑफ द मदर्स, पर्सनल फैक्टर्स, अर्ली स्टेज ऑफ डेवलपमेंट and psychological factors. So there are the next other factor is the 6 factors. Let us study factor affecting motor development in the details. Lifestyle of the mothers. An individual's growth and development journey start in the mother's womb as a zygote. For the next 9 months of the fetus period, the zygotes develop extremities, teeth, nose, eyes, ear, central nervous systems. During this period, the baby is totally dependent on the mother. As a result, the mother lifestyle affect the baby, and unhealthy lifestyles like is the imbibing certain medicines, drugs, smoking, alcohol and other unhealthy food lead to growth deficiencies. Central nervous system (CNS) dysfunctions, other anomalies and the complications. Maternal nutrition should be balanced and must include all nutrients like the proteins, seleniums, iron, rich foods, vegetables and extra calories as per requirement on the body. Genetic factors. In the second part of the factor affecting of the daughter development, the genetic factors. Abnormal development can be caused by the genes-based disorder or chromosomal disorders. Deformities like heart defect, respiratory distress syndromes, musculoskeletal deformities and etc. And Down syndromes, which includes short status, late or no speech development, slow development of the fine motor skills, etc. may happen due to the genetic factors. Learning. The third point is the learning. Learning is one of important factors that affect growth and development. Learning requires readiness to seek or acquire new information of skills. A child must be physiologically ready to develop strength, endurance and flexibility that will help to control the body and psychologically ready to acquire skills. In other words, the child must be physically and mentally ready to seek informations, motivations, and timely reinforcement promote learnings. Individual different including race, genders, culture, and socio-economic status may affect growth and development process. Number 4 point, psychological factors. Self-esteem play an important role in growth and development of the individuals. An individual with the high self-esteem in the physical arena is not likely to give up physically activities. It motivates him to join and sustain the particular activities. Other factors including self-confidence, self-worth, self-image, emotions also play a vital role in the growth and development. Early stage, parents and teachers should work on the programs where stimulations and deprivations are given systematically, while the more stimulations and opportunities a child is provided in order to develop both gross and the fine motor skills, the factors her capacity increase. For instance, if a child is encouraged to play outside on park equipments or other area where she can climb, run and play, her gross motor skills and develop quickly. Additionally, fine motor skills develop when children are encouraged to play with their hands, hold and touch smaller items with themselves and draw or colors. Timely immunizations also help to prevent disease for child and would not hinder learning process. However, we must keep in mind the child's readiness to learn. Nowadays, person provide stimulations too early, like focus on swimming, reading, writing and etc. in early stage. This may have an adverse effect on the child growth and development. Number 6, personal factors. They are the 6 point is related to the factor affecting. Last is the personal factors. Physical characteristic, intelligence, aptitude, height, weight and age, muscle fiber, length of fibers, bone structures, genders, disease are factors that affect motor development. Taking a balanced diet or proper proportions of nutrition in the food is required to promote motor development. Malnutrition lead to disease, low immunity and adversely affect the child's health and motor development. Starvations, overeating, eating disorder negatively affects motor development, leading to obesity and diabetes. Heart disease. Good fitness level lead to good health, better reflexes and readiness of muscles to be complete movement. To keep body fit, children should be exposed to outdoor activities also. These activities should be placed in such way that there is a focus on the muscular aspect of movement for gross and the fine motor skills development. Okay, student, the topic is related to the affecting of the motor development, fine motor development, gross motor development, and related to the children's development. So complete the topic. Next topic, I will take the next topic related to the children's, but topic is the exercise guidelines at the different stage of growth and development. So I will give the assignment related to this topic and activities like the MCQs. So आप लोग तैयार रहें और I will give the assignment related to this topic. मैं बता देता हूँ कि इसमें क्वेश्चन किस तरह से MCQs बनते हैं. एक क्वेश्चन मैं आपको देता हूँ कि an activity that is not an example of the gross motor skills is. तो drawing, standing, throwing a ball, jumping. So इस तरह से आपको उसमें करना है. एक सेकंड क्वेश्चन है an activity that is that is an example of fine motor skills using cutlery, riding a bike, building a toy towers. Number 4, cutting shapes using the scissors. तो कौन सा है इसमें राइडिंग अ बाइक. तो आप लोग जो है उसमें MCQs भी आप देखेंगे. सो आई विल गिव द असाइनमेंट रिलेटेड टू दिस टॉपिक. सो MCQ टाइप ऑफ questions. I will give the MCQ type of questions. So thank you very much and God bless you. Okay.